On the program today, we are privileged to have Talitha de Klerk, a dancer, someone who ministers as well in various ways. Talitha, it's great to have you on the program. For the people to know who you are, just introduce yourself maybe quickly and tell us who you are.
I am Talitha. I am a dance teacher. I'm also Doxa Deo Brooklyn's dance coordinator, dance ministry coordinator, and I am a wife to Henry and a mommy to Ian James, who's turning 1 in a month's time.
Oh, wonderful. So, many roles to play, Talitha, but as a dancer doing ministry, I think for a lot of people, dance is something that you don't see as regularly in church. It's more for entertainment, but what is it that drives you to be creative and an artist in the dance kind of environment?
Dance is a great vehicle in which you can minister. It crosses cultures, it crosses language barriers. So I feel it's a powerful ministry tool. But it's also, obviously as a dance teacher, I spend a lot of time teaching people in a class environment. So it's a way to build relationship and to demonstrate Christ-like values and to build relationships that can help people get to know Jesus, and that's what I use it for.
And it breaks barriers just because you move together, hey?
Yes.
So dance is fun, people enjoy doing it. But apart from the ministry that you do at the Doxa Deo campus, you're involved in an outreach as well. Just tell us something about that.
So about 7 years ago, my home church started a ministry, a school for the squatter camp that had formed right next to the church, and long story short, they needed volunteers to come and help. God was working in my life, and he was telling me to reach out to these kids, and so I went to the principal and I said, how can I help? And we started with about 6 girls, teaching them ballet on a regular basis, and today the program has grown to over 70 students or dancers that we see on a weekly basis, once or twice a week. They do ballet exams, they participate in performances at the State Theatre, and this year we also started a dance ministry team for them. We teach them ballet and hip hop and various dance styles. So I feel at this stage, everything that God has invested in me, we are investing in them and blessing them with.
But if you think of these kids probably growing up in very poor conditions, you would think just education, feeding them well, those kind of opportunities, what they need. What effect does it have for these little girls that would normally not being able to afford dance lessons or never even know that it's available perhaps? What can you see happen in their lives as a result of doing these dance lessons? Well,
the oldest ones now, you can definitely see just the dignity and the worth that it is instilled in them, the discipline. And their teachers at the school also just testify of how it helps them in their academics. Dance helps with your memory, and so it's really, and lots of them have a relationship with Christ. They pray for each other on a regular basis. They love each other. So I can definitely see the things that I had hoped to achieve when I set out to do this ministry program. We can start seeing the fruit of that already, and the teachers at this school are also testifying of the same thing.
I like what you said about the self-worth and the dignity as well, and because they perform and people look at them and suddenly there's something to show. Can you see that it has any effect on the parents or the community around it, or because normally it doesn't just stay with a child, it normally spreads out a little?
Well, the parents have come to watch some of their performances. For them, in the beginning, it was a very foreign thing. But I think they've started dreaming with their kids about a new future for their kids. That's what they say. So I think it's just broadened their horizons a little bit, beyond the point what they as parents could have provided for them. One other thing that I just wanted to also share that I could see is in the beginning they were very jealous of each other, the kids. And over the years I can really see how they've learned to also deal with failure and also just kindness towards each other when someone else gets something that maybe I really would have wanted. So their character has really developed over the years as well.
The fact that you don't go there because you want to give them just an opportunity, it's a ministry, it's something in your heart that you want to share with them. So I think obviously something of your heart always gets transpired into their hearts. and therefore they pick the heart up, but not only the movement, and it's a much bigger kind of value for them than just the movement
Yes.
of dance itself.
Yes.
Talitha, it's exciting to hear that people find, even though it's a small place of involvement, to see how God is expanding that and really influencing a whole community through the simple things that we can do, our time, talents, just align it with what God is giving us to do. And I want to honor you for what you're doing. Keep going. I know it's a wonderful way of engaging people, and may the testimony of the lives being changed through your ministry and the way that you engage them continue to grow. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being on the program.
It's a big pleasure. Thank you so very much.